Hello everyone. So welcome you all again to my YouTube channel Let's Do Biology. I hope you all are doing well. So after a long time I am making this video for all of you. So I was busy with my PhD and all things. So after a long time I got some little time for you. So myself Archana and I am research scholar at IISc Bangalore. So, today I will try to explain all the questions of NII entrance exams 2023. So these questions I collected from my students. Whichever I got, I will try to like discuss all of those. ठीक है? So, first thing I want to tell you, if you haven't yet joined my Telegram group, so you can join my Telegram group. I will provide the link in description box. And if you haven't subscribed yet my YouTube channel, then please guys subscribe my YouTube channel. Let's do biology and do like and share with your friends also. So ये जो भी questions that I will discuss today, ये सब मैंने Telegram group से ही collect किए हैं. जो स्टूडेंट्स ने लास्ट ईयर 2023 में दिए थे, मैंने उनसे ही अपने ग्रुप में क्वेश्चंस के देने के लिए रिक्वेस्ट किया था और उन्होंने सेंड किया. सो थैंक्स टू ऑल ऑफ दो स्टूडेंट्स हु प्रोवाइड दीज क्वेश्चन सो दैट आप सब लोगों का हेल्प हो पा रहा है. ठीक है, सो जितने भी क्वेश्चन मेरे को मिले, सो आई विल ट्राई टू डिस्कस ऑल ऑफ द. सो विदाउट गेटिंग एनी डिले आई विल ट्राई टू discuss. So, okay, and more thing that 3-4 video I have already like maybe more 5 to 6 video related to NIA I have already uploaded on my YouTube channel Let's Do Biology, that includes the syllabus and 1 for PYQ and 3 for your, like you can have some things that you get to know that you are going in right direction. So I already uploaded some questions in 3 videos. ठीक है, so you can also go through those videos. Okay, so let's discuss these. Okay, ठीक है. So the first question is chymotrypsin cut. Okay. So आपको NIA के लिए ज्यादा डरने का जरूरत नहीं है. बहुत इजी सिंपल क्वेश्चन आता है. If you have prepared well for other entrance exam, then you can easily attempt, like you will get 60 questions. So you can easily attempt 45 to 50 questions. ठीक है. If you have prepared well for any other entrance exam. And you can see while I will try to solve these questions also. ठीक है, so first question is chymotrypsin cut at C terminal of which amino acid? So हमारे पास different enzymes होते हैं जो specific place पे cut करते हैं. ठीक है, चाहे वो सी टर्मिनल हो या फिर एन टर्मिनल हो. और स्पेसिफिकली दो जो एंजाइम है वो सबसे ज्यादा पूछे जाते हैं. वन इज दिस काइमोट्रिप्सिन एंड अदर इज ट्रिप्सिन. ठीक है, सो जो ट्रिप्सिन होता है वो तो कट करता है सी टर्मिनल ऑफ बेसिक अमीनो एसिड लाइक ग्लाइसिन एंड आर्जिनिन. सो ट्रिप्सिन विल कट एट सी टर्मिनल ऑफ ग्लाइसिन एंड आर्जिनिन, while this chymotrypsin, other is chymotrypsin, this will cut at C terminal of basically aromatic amino acids. So we have 3 aromatic amino acids like tyrosine, tryptophan and phenylalanine. ठीक है, so these are the 3 aromatic amino acids. ठीक है, जिस पर chymotrypsin कट करता है C terminal पर. So which aromatic amino acid we have given in these options, like arginine, lysine, तो ये तो कट होते हैं trypsin से. And this tyrosine only which I told is cut by chymotrypsin. ठीक है, so हमारा आंसर होगा tyrosine. ठीक है, easy सा क्वेश्चन है. Then second is molecule that present in chlorophyll is. मैंने यहाँ पे क्लोरोफिल का स्ट्रक्चर भी प्रोवाइड कर दिया है. क्लोरोफिल में एक फाइटोल रिंग होती है और ये चेन होती है. ठीक है, यहाँ पे एक चीज दे रखा है, ये देखो यहाँ पे. अगर आपको कभी कभी नेट के एग्जाम में ये पूछ लिया जाता है क्लोरोफिल ए और बी का डिफरेंस, तो क्लोरोफिल ए में तो मेनली CH3 होता है, लेकिन क्लोरोफिल बी में यहाँ पे CHO होता है. ठीक है, एंड यहाँ पे हमसे पूछा है कौन सा मॉलिक्यूल प्रेजेंट होता है क्लोरोफिल में, तो आप देख सकते हो यहाँ पे मैग्नीशियम प्रेजेंट है. मैग्नीशियम ने बॉन्ड बना रखा है N के साथ. ठीक है, तो हमारा आंसर होगा मैग्नीशियम। ओके, देन नेक्स्ट इज द एग्जांपल ऑफ ए ग्रेनुलेटेड सेल्स। अब ये है इम्यूनोलॉजी से रिलेटेड कि एक ग्रेनुलेटेड टाइप की सेल होती है लिम्फो ग्रेनुलेटेड और एक ए ग्रेनुलेटेड। ठीक है, ए ग्रेनुलेटेड मीन्स जिसमें ग्रेन्यूल्स प्रेजेंट नहीं होते एंड ग्रेनुलेटेड इज जिसमें ग्रेन्यूल्स प्रेजेंट होते हैं। तो हमारे पास ग्रेन्युलेटेड सेल्स होती है न्यूट्रोफिल जिसमें बहुत ज्यादा ग्रेन्यूल्स प्रेजेंट है, देन अदर्स आर बेसोफिल एंड eosinophil. So these three are granulated cells and other one remaining lymphocytes, and there is one more monocytes that is also agranulated. In which granules are not present. So our answer will be option C. ठीक है, agranulated. ठीक है, then the next question is charge on glycine, serine, lysine at pH 7 is. चार्ज पूछा है, बहुत इजीली सोल्व हो जाता है। pH 7 पे पूछो तो यू डोंट नीड टू रिमेम्बर एनी पीआई वैल्यू, ठीक है, दैट इज आइसोइलेक्ट्रिक पॉइंट। तो हमारे पास क्या होता है, जब pH कम होता है पीआई से तो प्लस चार्ज आता है, और जब हमारा पीएच ज्यादा होता है पीआई से तो नेगेटिव चार्ज आते हैं। दो चीजें ये याद रखना बहुत जरूरी है। अब ग्लाइसिन जो होता है वो 7 पीएच पर उस पर जीरो चार्ज होता है। 7 पीएच पर बेसिकली जो एसिडिक और बेसिक अमीनो एसिड है, दे आर द ओनली वन दैट आर हैविंग चार्ज एट पीएच 7, अदरवाइज अदर like neutral or non-charged amino acid having zero charge at pH 7, or they are in deuterionic form, means they are having plus and minus both charge, so they are neutral. ठीक है, then the other are basic or acidic. The serine also having zero charge, and lysine, this is the basic amino acid. So at pH 7 basic amino acid will be having positive charge, so it will be having +1 charge. Like at N terminal there will be NH3 plus and C terminal CO minus, so they will also get neutralized by +1 -1, so the remaining one is only +1. So in this case the charge on this entity or this peptide chain will be +1, so our answer will be option B. Okay, I hope this is clear to you, or if you are having any doubt, so you can rewind the video and then again can see this. So the next question is, which of the following hormones secreted by anterior pituitary is made up of 39 amino acid? Okay, so this is like कि याद करने वाला क्वेश्चन, ठीक है। So if you will be having in your mind, then only you can answer it. Otherwise you can leave it, or you, otherwise you will be having your negative marking. ठीक है। So it will be ACTH. These both are our glycoprotein. These both, ठीक है, these hormones are glycoprotein, and the other one, this growth hormone, is like large protein. It is made up of large protein like 91, around 91 amino acid. ठीक है, it can be like slightly more or less, but it is around that. ACTH is made up of 39 amino acid. ठीक है, इसमें in this question we have asked about anterior pituitary hormone, the hormone that is secreted by anterior pituitary. Okay, then the next is example of pituitary hormone. ठीक है, तो एग्जाम्पल पिट्यूटरी हार्मोन में बहुत सारे आते हैं, दैट लाइक इंक्लूड एंटीरियर एंड पोस्टीरियर बोथ, बट इन दिस यू कैन सी लाइक this na this calcitonin is secreted by thyroid, and this serotonin which is actually made by melatonin which is secreted by pineal gland, ठीक है, that small gland. So the remaining one, only two are remaining, that are ADH and oxytocin. These both are released by posterior pituitary, ठीक है, otherwise these are like form in hypothalamus but secreted by posterior pituitary. So the answer will be ADH and oxytocin, antidiuretic hormone and oxytocin. I hope these questions are clear to you. Then next is like in some question I don't know about their options, so I just wrote here the answer directly. ठीक है. I hope still it will help you to have some idea about the criteria or like pattern of the questions, or like which type of questions in which format you will get. ठीक है. The precursor of cholesterol is, So like in this case, the we have asked about the precursor of cholesterol. So you can directly remember these, that these all are the cholesterol precursors: dehydrocholesterol, 7-dehydrocholesterol, demosterol. So these are different derivatives. Okay. Then next is blotting paper absorbed the ink by which method? So diffusion, capillary action, or osmosis. It absorb ink by diffusion process. Okay, like from high concentration to low concentration. The amount of SDS used for separation of 25 to 45 KDA size protein. So according to me, the answer of this should be 10%, because it is like that around till 25 KDA size of protein separate by 12% of SDS. So then by using this 10% of SDS, we can separate beyond 25 KDA size of proteins. Okay. So the answer will be 10%. Then next is chromatin and heterochromatin difference detected by. So their difference, chromatin and heterochromatin. Maybe it should be euchromatin, but I don't know the proper framing of this question. Okay. So maybe it can this question can be incorrect also. I am not damn sure about this. So these can be differentiated by S3K9. Like when there will be trimethylation on lysine residue at 3 histone, H3 histone. ठीक है. Then it will be heterochromatin. Then it will be in decondensed form. ठीक है. Sorry, it will be in condensed form. Transcriptionally inactive form will be there when it will form heterochromatin. ठीक है. Then I hope you are having the idea about euchromatin and heterochromatin. Like our euchromatin is transcriptionally active, and it mostly occur when there will be modification by acetylation, and heterochromatin mostly formed by methylation. At some position, there are some specific position at which transcriptional active form can also occur by methylation, but there are other specific position at which methylation can form heterochromatin or condensed form that will make transcriptionally inactive to that chain part. Okay. Then the next is, if TBP, Tata binding protein, are mutated, then which polymerase will not affected? So, this TBP, Tata binding protein, it involves in all our main RNA polymerase, RNA pole 1, pole 2, pole 3. So according to me, the question, the framing was like this, but in for this question also, I am not sure ki this question was like this. But I tried to make the question by myself. ठीक है? So, like the RNA polymerase 4 most like it is not there, so it should not include like TBP. If there will be mutation in TBP, then it will not affect RNA pol 4, because these three main RNA polymerase, all three include TBP. Okay. So according to me, it should be like this only. Which of the following hormone is involved in lowering the blood glucose? So we have different hormones that involve in lowering blood glucose, and others are including mainly to increase the blood glucose. ठीक है? Like insulin. Insulin is the hormone that will decrease or lower the blood glucose. So answer will be insulin. But these all three, glucagon, adrenaline, or epinephrine, all these increase the blood glucose. ठीक है? Okay. Precursor of NADH in Krebs cycle. Krebs cycle ka precursor. Which will be the precursor of NADH in Krebs cycle? So I don't know the answer of this question also. So I just provided the things that may be the answer of this. Anyone. Chicken. All these are the precursor of NADH in Krebs cycle. So next is, which autoantibodies involves in myasthenia gravis? So it is a disease in which our own antibody will cause this. So how it will be? Like there will be auto antibodies developed against our receptor, nicotinic acetylcholine postsynaptic receptors, which are present in neuromuscular junction of skeletal muscle. Our skeletal muscle NMJ junction are there in our skeletal muscle. So against those, autoantibody will generate. So that will cause myasthenia gravis. So try to learn all of the disease, autoimmune disease, and their antibodies against which part they are developing. So, like, what is the reason behind that autoimmune disease generation? ठीक है, so that will be benefit for you in all type of entrance exams. This is one of the example. ठीक है. So the next is, which of the following sequence will not form alpha helix? Alpha helix is like we have specific two amino acid which are known as helix breaker. So those are glycine, because this is a small amino acid, so it will form kink in our amino acid chain. So it will be like provide some space. If it will get some space, it can insert there. ठीक है, glycine, and other is proline. In that proline, we know that amino group is there. So that will be like it is not primary, it is secondary amino acid type thing. So these are both are helix breakers. So so in any case of these, if their number will be highest, then that amino acid will not form alpha helix. So now we will only focus on glycine and proline. So, like we have to calculate how many glycine and proline are present in each peptide, and then we can directly tell which will not form alpha helix. So, like you can see in this one and this one, only one helix breaker are present, but in B option there are three helix breakers, so it will not form alpha helix as compared to all other three. Okay. So about this next question, I am not like convinced about this question. So if you want, you can try this question by yourself. The length, breadth, and height of a cuboid is 3 centimeter, 4 centimeter, and 3 pi, that is remolded into sphere. What will be the radius of the sphere? So I tried this. If I am wrong, then you can correct in the comment box. So like cuboid is remolded in sphere. So that volume of cuboid, because it is remolded into sphere, so that volume will be equal to sphere. So I just equalize their volume, and volume of cuboid will be length into breadth into height, and sphere ka volume will be 4 by 3 pi r cube, and in this way radius will be 3 centimeter. ठीक है, so it will be 3. K of enzyme inhibitor is 0.5 per minute. What is the half life in second? Like by this unit now we can determine like this is first zero order or first order or second order. So this is first order per minute unit. When if k unit will be per minute na, then it will be first order, and for first order we can calculate t half by this. ठीक है, this is the formula that for first order t half is equal to 0.69 by 0.693 by k. So in this way t half will be this, but in this question we have asked in seconds, so in seconds we can just multiply by 60. ठीक है, so this will be our answer. Then in next question, which cells do not involve during acute allergic response? So we know कि एलर्जी के टाइम पे देर आर मोस्ट प्रोबेबली which cells, mast cells, basophil cells, and some extent eosinophils. These also are involved in allergic response, but that neutrophil cells is not involved at all during allergic response. Okay, so our answer will be option 1. Then IgG subtypes are, this question I will try to define you by this. ठीक है. So we have different type of antibodies. So these are the three terms that you need to know what are these. Then only you can answer that previous question. These are isotypic. Isotype means there will be difference in Fc. So now you should know what is Fc and what is Fb. So this reason. So you should know this reason is Fc, like crystallizable reason. ठीक है, Fc, and this upper reason is Fv, that is variable reason. ठीक है, this reason will remain constant and this upper reason will remain variable, that is used for determining the antigen. ठीक है, where antigen will bind. Okay, so in case of isotype, this constant reason will differ, and because of difference in this constant reason, there will be formation of different antibodies. So these different antibodies just differ by constant reason. Okay, so this is referred as isotype. Then next is allotype. Allotype means the same antibody but in different species, like different species as in sense humans, monkey, gorilla. So different species. Okay, then this idiotype. Idiotype means different specificity of the antibody molecule. Like we can say same antibody IgG, but like and there are different idiotype IgG 1, 2, 3, 4 like that. Okay, but in same species, not in different. Like in this case, allo means different species. So these are IgG1, G2, G3, G4. So in this previous question, this is the only thing that they have asked. कि IgG subtypes are, so this is idiotype. ठीक है, karyotype is the just the ordering of the chromosome. ठीक है, according to their centromere position. So the next question is, which of the following is not involved in the formation of RISC? RISC is RNA-induced silencing complex. So I am not having the complete information of this question. So I just include this, and this thing. What is RISC? Like it involves in what should I say? RNA silencing. So this is our single stranded DNA. Then dicer will come, it will cut it. Then AGO is one protein, argonaute protein. ठीक है. Then argonaute protein will come and bind with this RNA and it will form RISC complex. ठीक है. So this RISC will cut at specific position. Okay, and it will silence that gene. So same way this is showing the silencing of RNA, but it is for miRNA. Like we are having miRNA gene, it will form primary RNA. There is one protein in nucleus, that is DROSA. It will form hairpin loop structure. Like that DROSA will cut that. Then there will exportin come, and exportin will try to export this precursor miRNA nucleus to cytoplasm. This precursor miRNA then will undergo further cutting by one more protein, that is dicer. DROSA is present in nucleus but dicer in cytoplasm. Then it will form mature miRNA. ठीक है. One strand will like degrade and other one will stay there and that will bind to other protein and it will form RISC complex, argonaute protein. Okay. So in this way, this RNA silencing process will occur. Either it can block translation or degrade our target mRNA. So that in this way, it silence the function of that mRNA. Then the next question is, we have to calculate the number of neutron and we have provided the atomic number and atomic mass. So neutron can easily calculated by using atomic mass minus atomic number. So 238 minus 92, it will be 146. ठीक है. Then the next question is, find the aromatic compound. ठीक है. In this question also some students provided find the non-aromatic compound, but there are three non-aromatic compound among these options. Only one is the aromatic. So like there are different rules for aromatic compounds. So first one mandatory is there should be double bond in conjugation and every that carbon should have sp2 hybridization. ठीक है. So it is like first or second condition which should met for aromatic compound. So in this case all the double bond are in conjugation. Conjugation in sense like one bond, after that one can skip, other double bond, one skip, other double bond, so that in this way every carbon will be in sp2 hybridization. So next is like one double bond, but here no double bond, no double bond. So double bond are not in conjugation. And other thing, this is sp3 carbon, not sp2. So it will not be aromatic, non-aromatic. In this way, this is also like double bond at position, no double bond. And so this will be sp3 carbon. Sorry. So this will be sp3 carbon. ठीक है. Again, same in this way, also will be non-aromatic. So this is the only one which will be aromatic. And there is another Huckel's rule. ठीक है. 4n plus 2 pi. That should also follow. For aromatic compound, it should be like in even number 0, 2, 4, 6. In this way, it should come. Then only it will be aromatic. ठीक है. This n will be number of electrons like 1 2, these double bonds we should calculate. In this is in this case 6 2 pi electron 4 6. ठीक है. So in this way we can calculate. Then the next is find the alkyne from the following. So we have to calculate the alkyne. इसमें क्या है कि I have already provided that this general rules should be followed for particular thing should be alkane, alkene and alkyne. So 7 14 double. So this will be alkene. ठीक है. 1632 direct double. This will also alkene. 1032 per plus 2. 10 this n ना, this n is number of carbon. ठीक है. जैसे यहाँ पे number of carbon is like 10 है, तो 10 20 plus 2 22. So this will be our alkane. And this 9 2 18 minus 2 16. So this will be our alkyne. In this way you can easily calculate alkane, alkene or alkyne. ठीक है. Okay. So answer will be option D. Next. Okay, so the next question is properties of proline. So about this question, I don't know that much that what they were asking. ठीक है. So the next question is how many peaks in one NMR of CHCl, CHCl2, CH2Cl. Okay, so now we will try this question. How can we solve this question? ठीक है. So first, I will make the structure of this like CH. Here it will be Cl, then here also Cl. So you can just make H only. So like here also we will be having H and one more H. And then here Cl. ठीक है. So how can we calculate peaks of 1H? So it should be like 3 1 2 3 3 hydrogen are there, so it should be 3. But what is the problem if there is neighbor hydrogen, like 2 hydrogen is there in neighbor, so there it will be n plus 1 rule. It should follow n plus, it will follow n plus 1 rule. Like for this hydrogen, this is neighbor. So for this we will make n plus 1 rule. So n is 1, 1 is in neighbor, so it will be 2. So for this hydrogen, it will be 2. ठीक है. And for this hydrogen, this will be neighbor. So for this, only 1 is neighbor, so this one also, the peaks will be 2. So it is like it will split into 2 if there will be some neighboring hydrogen present. ठीक है. But for this, no one neighboring hydrogen present, so it will be 1 peak only. But for these, it will split and will become 2. So 2 to 4, 5. So the answer will be C. I hope this is clear, and if it will not, so you can ask me in comment box also and in Telegram group. The next question is which of the following statement is incorrect? ओके, एंटीजन प्रोसेसिंग of endogenous antigen involves CD8 positive T cell. Yes, CD8 positive T cell endogenous antigen को प्रेजेंट करते हैं with MHC1. ठीक है, so ये करेक्ट है. The degradation of endogenous antigen occurs by proteasomal machinery. This is also correct. एंडोजिनस एंटीजन का प्रोटियासोमल मशीनरी से होता है. ठीक है. The next is antigen presentation by MHC class 2 involves step for antigen to enter in ER. नहीं, ये गलत है. क्या होता है, जो MHC क्लास 1 है उसमें एंटीजन प्रेजेंटेशन टैप जो कि एंड ER के सरफेस पर प्रेजेंट होते हैं. ठीक है, ये ट्रांसपोर्टर होते हैं ER के सरफेस पर, जो हमारे प्रोटियासोमल मशीनरी से छोटे छोटे पेप्टाइड फॉर्म हो जाते हैं, वो टैप के थ्रू ER के अंदर एंटर कर जाते हैं और MHC1 के सरफेस पर प्रेजेंट होते हैं. ठीक है, एक्सोजिनस एंटीजन विल बी प्रेजेंट बाय MHC2 मॉलिक्यूल, ये भी सही है. तो ओनली ऑप्शन सी इनकरेक्ट, सो जो हमारा आंसर होगा. So there was one more question related to chimeric antibody, but I am not having the idea what was the proper question framing. But I can tell you what is chimeric antibody. Chimeric means it will form, it is chimera. So formed by fusion of two things. So what are the two things here? It will be antibody, but fusion of two. Two means these are the variable region, heavy chain and light chain. ठीक है. So variable region will be of mouse domain. So these, like variable region, it is of mouse, but this constant region, ठीक है, this is made up of human antibody. Okay, so variable is of mouse and this is of human, so it is chimera made up of two things. Okay, then the next question is MHC class 1 present endogenous antigen to CD4 positive T cells. नहीं, यहीं पे बताए ना, MHC क्लास 1 एंडोजिनस एंटीजन को CD8 पॉजिटिव टी सेल के साथ करता है, तो ये तो हमारा स्टेटमेंट गलत है. सेकंड इज MHC क्लास 1 प्रोसेस्ड एंटीजन टू स्मॉल पेप्टाइड्स 8 to 10, ये सही है. MHC क्लास 1 और 2 का मैं MHC प्रेजेंटेशन का पूरा वीडियो बहुत जल्दी अपने चैनल पर अपलोड करूंगी. अगर आप लोगों को क्लियर नहीं है तो उस वीडियो से बहुत अच्छे से क्लियर हो जाएगा. ठीक है, तो हमारा स्टेटमेंट ए इनकरेक्ट है, बी करेक्ट है, सो ये ऑप्शन डी. तो फैक्ट से रिलेटेड कुछ क्वेश्चन था जो मुझे नहीं पता है. फैक्ट इस तरीके से होता है, मतलब क्वाड्रेट होते हैं चार, उससे हमें पता चलता है कि लाइक अपना सेल के बारे में, सेल इन सेंस कि जैसे डिफरेंट डिफरेंट होता है. यहाँ पे ये जो नंबर देगा वो डिफरेंट टाइप की सेल होगी, जैसे यहाँ पे लिम्फोसाइट, ये मोनोसाइट, इस तरीके से होता है. ग्रैन्युलैरिटी से पता चलता है. ठीक है, इस तरीके से हमें फैक्ट से अपनी सेल का पता चल जाता है, सेल के बारे में. ओके, उसकी मोर्फोलॉजी के बारे में, कौन सी सेल है उसके बारे में, कितना अमाउंट है उसके बारे में, उसका परसेंटेज पता चल जाता है फैक्ट्स के थ्रू. देन विच क्रोमोफोर वेवलेंथ, इसका भी मुझे नहीं पता. ठीक है, विच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग टेक्निक इज नॉट यूज टू डिटरमाइन डीएनए प्रोटीन इंटरेक्शन. सो चार टेक्निक है, उसमें से तीन यूज होती है और एक यूज नहीं होती. एम्सा, ये तो होती है. एम्सा हमारी डीएनए प्रोटीन इंटरेक्शन के लिए ही यूज होती है. ठीक है, डीएनए फुटप्रिंटिंग ऑल्सो भी, कि फुटप्रिंट वहां जहां जहां प्रोटीन का होगा उससे पता चल जाएगा. इसका इलेक्ट्रोफोरेटिक मोबिलिटी शिफ्ट ऐसे, मतलब कि जहां पे हमारा डीएनए प्रोटीन से बाइंड होगा उसका शिफ्ट होगा, मतलब वो इतना जल्दी नहीं मूव कर पाएगा जितना जल्दी हमारा अलोन डीएनए मूव करेगा. एज कंपेयर टू जहां हमारे डीएनए पे प्रोटीन बाइंड हो गया तो उसकी मोबिलिटी शिफ्ट हो जाएगी. तो इससे भी हमें पता चल जाता है डीएनए फुटप्रिंटिंग. हम अपनी प्रोटीन को जगह जगह से कट करके देखेंगे, जहां पे प्रोटीन बाइंड होगा वहां पे हमारा प्रोटीन कट नहीं होगा तो हम उसको रेडियो लेबलिंग करके पता लगा सकते हैं. हमें पता चल जाएगा कि कौन से पार्ट पे हमारा प्रोटीन बाइंडेड है. ठीक है, देन हमारा आता है ईस्ट टू हाइब्रिड ऐसे. ठीक है, देन आता है ईस्ट वन हाइब्रिड. जो ईस्ट वन हाइब्रिड होता है इससे हम डीएनए प्रोटीन इंटरेक्शन का पता लगा सकते हैं. ठीक है, ऐसे ही हमारा होता है ईस्ट टू हाइब्रिड सिस्टम. ईस्ट टू हाइब्रिड से हम अपना प्रोटीन प्रोटीन इंटरेक्शन पता लगा सकते हैं. ठीक है, लाइक हमारा जो एक्टिवेटर पार्ट होता है ट्रांसक्रिप्शन सिस्टम में, हम उसको डीएनए बाइंडिंग डोमेन और एक्टिवेशन डोमेन, दोनों डोमेन को एक एक प्रोटीन से अटैच कर देंगे और उससे हमें पता चल जाएगा। जब हमारा ट्रांसक्रिप्शन होगा इसका मतलब प्रोटीन दोनों बाइंड करता है, अगर हमारा ट्रांसक्रिप्शन नहीं होगा तो ट्रांसक्रिप्शन डोमेन, सॉरी, एक्टिवेशन डोमेन और डीएनए बाइंडिंग डोमेन दोनों अलग अलग रहेगी, क्योंकि प्रोटीन के बीच में बाइंडिंग नहीं हो रही है। हो सकता है आपको ऐसे मैं बता रही हूँ ये समझ ना आए, तो आई विल ट्राई टू मेक वीडियो on each and every technique, but it will take time for me to prepared me for all the technique and to get time to make all these videos. ठीक है, but I will try my hard to make all these things for you to clear. Okay. So इस क्वेश्चन में I am having somewhat like doubt. So if you know perfect answer, so you can tell in comment box. ठीक है, mallet aspartate I know, but I am little confused. Which of the following, इसका ऑप्शन नहीं पता तो I don't know the answer. ठीक है, lipid antigen is presented by बी सेल हमारा प्रोटीन को करती है, मैक्रोफाजेस भी, एंड इयोसिनोफिल इस प्रेजेंटेशन में इतना इन्वॉल्व नहीं होता, एलर्जिक रिस्पॉन्स ये सब में इन्वॉल्व होता है। तो जो एनके टी सेल होता है, एनके और टी सेल, ये हमारे लिपिड एंटीजन को प्रेजेंट करती है, ग्लाइकोप्रोटीन को करती है। ठीक है, इन सबको प्रेजेंट करने में हेल्प आती है। और यहाँ पे एक हमारा होता है CD1 सरफेस मार्कर, जो कि मेनली जब एंटीजन लिपिड होता है उस टाइम इन्वॉल्व होता है। ठीक है, ये क्वेश्चन आई थिंक आया हुआ है पहले, मुझे जहां तक याद है, ये या तो ये एनआईआई में ही आया था जिस टाइम मैंने दिया था, या फिर नेट में आया, कहीं तो आया हुआ है। उसमें स्टेटमेंट रिलेटेड क्वेश्चन था। ठीक है, पोस्ट ट्रांसलेशनल मॉडिफिकेशन that can increase X protein weight by 80 kilodalton. I am little bit confused, but maybe the answer can be oh, phosphorylation, but I am not sure about the answer of this question. ठीक है, sorry, phosphorylation, not, no, sorry, no phosphorylation, but ubiquitination. ठीक है, ubiquitination can be the answer of this question. Because otherwise all of these entity na are not that much weight. They are not having 80 kilodalton, only ubiquitination will be 80 kilo. Okay, so the next question is like uh, the examiner asked about antibody class switching. So about these questions, I am not having all the information. So the students, that much they have provided, I just framed those things so that you can get the ideas about the framing, that which type of questions or in which topic you are you can get your questions, so that you can read more about that topic, like antibody class switching, band analysis with antigen antibody. Or from ELISA they asked about 4 to 5 questions, like the students said about the sequence arranging, like they were asking about the sensitivity of different technique like RIA, ELISA, and many more. And the other were like antigen antibody interaction, which may be from different type of ELISA, like the direct, indirect, competitive, and sandwich ELISA. And from disease and many more questions they have asked in the exam. So students, this much information I was having about 2023 NII exam. So I hope this video will help you to prepare well for your exam. I think your exam is on 28th of April, so I am hoping you will prepare well for your exam and you will crack it with good marks. Okay, so prepare well. And also for interview, NII interview also, I have already uploaded my experience video. You can watch that and have the idea about which type of interview or which type of question you can get in interview also. So prepare well for your exam also. All the best for your exam. Okay, so thank you so much for watching my video. I hope you liked my video, and if you like, then hit the like button and don't forget to share with your friends. And please subscribe my channel. Let's do biology, and also you can join with me on Telegram group. Also, you can get the link in description box. I hope you are enjoying with me. So we'll meet you in next video. Till then, take care. Bye bye.